The 1960s was a time of radical cultural change. Emerging from the conservative 50s, the youth of the 60s embraced rebellion and self-expression. The counterculture movement, civil rights protests, and the rise of rock and roll all converged to form a new cultural identity, reflected in the clothing of the era. Young people rejected traditional norms, opting for bold styles, bright colors, and psychedelic patterns. This decade was about liberation, and fashion became the canvas for a generation that sought to break free. Perhaps one of the most iconic symbols of 60s fashion was the miniskirt, popularized by British designer Mary Quant. The mod subculture embraced clean, modern lines with geometric shapes and sharp tailoring. London became the epicenter of this new fashion movement, with the likes of Twiggy modeling and Carnaby Street buzzing with excitement. Short skirts, bold prints, and striking boots became the look of youthful rebellion and freedom. As the decade progressed, the counterculture movement expanded with the rise of psychedelia and the summer of love. Hippie fashion became synonymous with peace and love, featuring free-flowing fabrics, fringes, beads, and floral patterns. The influence of music festivals like Woodstock was undeniable as the fashion world was overtaken by the spirit of anti-establishment, with bell-bottom pants, headbands, and tie-dye taking center stage. The 1960s was also marked by a fascination with futurism and pop art. Designers like André Courge's and Pierre Cardin embraced space-age aesthetics, using materials such as plastic and metal to create avant-garde, futuristic looks. Pop art, influenced by artists like Andy Warhol, also made its mark on fashion, with bold, graphic prints featuring bright, blocky colors and repetitive motifs. The influence of 1960s fashion is still visible today. The era's bold experimentation paved the way for future generations to break down fashion barriers. From modern miniskirts to psychedelic prints and the ongoing popularity of vintage mod looks, 60s fashion continues to inspire. Designers today often return to the styles and rebellious spirit of the 60s, creating collections that echo the colorful, free-spirited nature of that decade.